All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino, and I'm very sick, as you can tell. But today is the last day. Today is day 30 of the 30 Days Social Media Growth Challenge, which a lot of my students are doing. I have thousands of students across the world who come to me to learn more about content marketing for business conversions. They don't have the time or the inclination to just create content without it bringing them sales based conversions. And so that's what I've been a coach for the last 10 years. I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years, 10 of those years, the last 10 of those years as a coach. So forgive me for having a very sore throat. I don't know how long I can be on, but today is the 30th and last day of the social media growth challenge. The students of mine who have been participating in this challenge, and there are prizes up for grabs for that challenge. I will make the announcement probably March 2nd. I would have at least needed until March 1st, but because I'm sick, and we do have a couple people that are very much neck and neck for the first prize, which is admittance into my Funnel Dynasty course. And I'll put that there. It's funneldynasty.com, all one word. It's, Funnel Dynasty, all one word.com. 7 modules teaching you from beginning to end about content marketing for conversions. It comes with 24 bonuses. Um, and one of those bonuses is one-on group coaching most every week of the year. Hey, Valley Smithy, Mike's here, Ruth is here, Lynn is here. What's going on, guys? So my voice is kind of shot. I will say that if you have been with me, whether you're in it for the prizes or not, for the last 30 days, and you have posted one piece of original content every day for 30 days on at least the top 2 social media platforms that are best for your niche, I mean, I think it's like next to impossible that you didn't see any sort of growth in your business. Your social media following probably got wider or bigger. And those that were there and the new blood that was coming on, it got deeper in that, you have more of an engaged audience, which is really important. Um, and you should have an engaged audience for your brand based community that disproportionately are qualified leads, people who are interested in clicking on the links to buy your stuff, or if you're an influencer or creator who doesn't have your own stuff to sell, maybe merch at best. They're going to be clicking on your affiliate links so you can get your commissions. They're going to be clicking on the sponsor based links. Everybody is an entrepreneur, whether they're an influencer creator or not, whether you have a brick and mortar business or not, whether you're straight up e-commerce or not. You need to have content marketing that converts. Posting a piece of original content every single day for 30 days very much help people. If you want to take a look at what people have been sharing in terms of their analytics or what's happened to them in their businesses along the way, you can definitely join the free Facebook group with 2 freebies in it: content marketing for conversions. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to cough all over you. I apologize. In the content marketing for conversions Facebook group, there are 2 free PDFs that you can download that should be able to help you with your content marketing journey as an entrepreneur on your own behalf. So join that Facebook group. Even though the challenge is ending today, no big deal. I still have content coming to my channel, 2 long form videos onto YouTube every week at a minimum, and then 1 to 4 YouTube shorts a day. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. If you want to see one of my most successful content marketing students, you can look at Joe's Dairy Bar on TikTok. They have well over 800,000 fans or followers on TikTok alone. And yes, they're a brick and mortar business. And yes, that has driven more traffic to their business. People will cite to TikTok that put it, Joe's Dairy Bar on their radar, or, maybe their kids or grandkids came to them and talked about TikTok and we just have to try this place out. So TikTok does drive sales even for a hamburger, hot dog, ice cream joint. And they didn't have to get to 800,000 or more in order to get there either, which is really just the power of content marketing when done strategically, when done properly. Just another sip, you guys. Do you have any last minute questions, live or on the replay? Hashtag live, hashtag replay. Even if you're watching this on the replay, it really does help me out. And if you guys could, while I'm taking a sip, give this video a big thumbs up, even on the replay, that does help out as well. Sorry, I'm just sick, so I wouldn't normally be sipping all over the audience. While I'm waiting for any last minute questions, today is all about the finish line. So it's the finish line for the 30-day challenge. If you've missed any of the prior free trainings, because the other days were just packed with trainings, this is kind of like wrap up time. In the show notes or the description for this live stream / replay, you have the playlist, which now has all 30 live streams / replays in them. So that's a ton of free coaching. If you can't afford anything from me right now, going through those videos will definitely help you out. If you can afford anything that can help your marketing, one thing that we have is the popularity plan for March 2023 has 138, and it's pinned. It's in the show notes or the description. It's also pinned for the live chat and the replay chat. 138 March centric graphics, 15 swipe files for social media post captions that are March centric, and then 4 swipe files for an email, one assigned to every week of the next month. So if you're a solopreneur and or you're like a smaller business and you are like, how am I going to cover my daily deliverable, which is one thing that we discussed in the prior 30 days or 29 days worth of training, today being 30. Mike says, hope you're feeling better. Thank you. I'm kind of the same, so at least I'm not worse. Like, I'm not going to lie. After this, I'm going the frig to bed. So I'm sorry, no makeup, it's the best hair you're going to get. Like, I didn't want to put this off because I know there's a lot of people where they really worked very hard during this challenge. Again, y'all can see if you go into the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group, you just tootle around the feed, let alone search on it. You're going to see a lot of people played full out throughout all or most of this challenge. People just saying how being more strategic about posting every day with their daily deliverable. We discuss what a daily deliverable is and why. People who have never even thought to look at their analytics, that now they've learned about what analytics are, where they are, why they should be looking at them, and why a 24-hour, 7-day, and even a 1-month look back can help them with the individual pieces of content and or their overall content plan, so that they feel with every post, every day, week, and now at this point, every month, they definitely feel less like they're throwing spaghetti against the wall and more like they're being strategic with what they're doing with their content and how it's bringing them more business. Lynn Poole says, your realism is refreshing, but so sorry you were under the weather. Yeah, you know what? I'm immunosuppressed with numerous hospitalizations through the years, and I don't let it get me down. So if nothing else, anybody watching this live or on the replay, you have health struggles, physical, mental, emotional, financial, spiritual, whatever they are. Like, you have to be like me. You have to show up as best you can every single day, work your heart out to the best of your ability with what you've got going on, given your facts and circumstances. Never give up. If I gave up, I never would have been an entrepreneur 25 years ago. I never would have been a content marketing for conversion-based coach about 10 years ago I started. I wouldn't have the business that I have. I wouldn't have the freedom that I have. I wouldn't enjoy any of the things that I'm doing, which I also love what I do and I love who I do it for, even the folks that I help for free on YouTube. So Ruth says, thank you so much for being committed to us in this final day. We appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. And believe me, Ruth and everybody else, there's quite a few people that have posted every single day and have shared their screenshots of their analytics every single day. And some of you have become very beautifully vulnerable and transparent in that Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group, where you've admitted you didn't even look at the analytics. And now that you're looking at it, you can draw very good conclusions from those analytics, and that you understand, like, as you post more and you mix up your calls to action and do everything else that I've coached you to do along the way for 30 days, you're more strategic about your content marketing. You're more strategic about your relationship marketing versus your sales-based marketing. Hopefully, you're more strategic about baking in calls to action in every single piece of content that you create. No more random acts of content for you. And then you understand one of those days we talked about legacy versus little. Your business is little when you're trying to compete with big legacy brands. If you miss that day's training, you really do need to look in the playlist and find it. That one just by itself, I think, is gold because you realize how you can compete with them for audience and for sales, and why, especially if you're selling to millennial and Gen Z, it's a lot easier for you to compete with those folks than you think. And you can look to them for a lot of ideas and social listening. Social listening was something else we discussed in a separate training. Again, in that playlist, you'll find it. But your social listening can help you be nimble and quick in terms of your content marketing, nimble and quick in terms of coming up with offerings that your people really want, that they're not getting, or they're not getting quite the way they want it. But you also learned why a bigger brand might not care what keywords are in their captions or what hashtags they use, but why it's okay for them to get away with it, but why it's not okay for you. But when you use the strategies I even just introduced you to over the last 30 days, you now know you really can compete with them for more attention, more awareness, bringing them into your AIDA funnel, more awareness of your brand and its offerings, people becoming interested enough to follow, subscribe, join your brand-based community. They decide sooner or later they want to get on your email list because you have a great enough coupon and or a great enough offering, depending upon your business model. Your ethical email opt-in bribe might be a little different. And then sooner or later, when they're ready, willing, and able to, and they know I can trust you enough, folks do buy from you, right? So hopefully, as you're crossing the finish line for this challenge, we're not done in our relationship with one another. If you haven't subscribed yet, why haven't you, man? This is like free training no matter what from week to week. I put 2 long form pieces of content down a week. I do 1 to 4 shorts every single day. I don't know that I'm going to do a challenge like this again this year. So, again, my health being what it is, I kind of have to look at the facts and circumstances and say, I'm going to throw my full weight behind Funnel Dynasty. So if you haven't joined us there, make sure you do take a look at funneldynasty.com. If I can at least help you as a solo or a small business get your daily deliverable covered in terms of relationship marketing, you're always going to know when and how to do your sales-based marketing. But as you might have learned along the way, if all you're doing or most of what you're doing is just straight up sales-based marketing, that's only 2% of the content consumption purpose that somebody has any given day. You have to actually create 3 different types of content, subjectively and objectively. And Funnel Dynasty will walk you through the blueprint and the framework and the superstructure for that, both subjectively and objectively. I'm very proud of that whole experience. It isn't just a course. So, but if I can at least help you cover your daily deliverable with my monthly popularity plan, that's always a good thing too. If you didn't see Plan Out Your March content with me, that video, that's going to be very helpful. It'll show you my 5 calendar pass system that's March centric. Ruth says, my second weekly email went out this morning and it is already getting good click-through rates. Yep. Over time, the more you email your list, not the less, the more, you will actually, I know counterintuitively, you should get less unsubscribes because people are reminded that you exist more. And as long as you are providing value, they're going to be happy to stay. At least once a week, it's just straight up relationship marketing value with an email. Did you post a blog on your website? You do that once a week? Cool. You send it to your email list. Do you do a YouTube video once a week? Cool. Let them know about that. Did you do a demo or a teachable moment as a coach, course reader, or as a thought leader in a space, or, Say you create your own oils, you're going to do a demo about what a particular scent does for you in terms of aromatherapy, and hey, starring your products. So if somebody wants to buy, they understand that you understand their pain point, their passion point, and that you probably do have the tools to satisfy. They came for the tip, you might have them leave with the sale, or when they're ready, willing, and able to, they're going to buy from you. And you would put the link to that replay, say on your Facebook page, for example, and you would email that at least once a week with value. And then you can sell to them as often as you want, because 60% of everybody gets on an email list because of the coupon, the freebie, and they want to know about the sales, the deals, the steals. They want advanced shopping time. They may not be able to take you up on your offer most of the time that you make them an offer, but when they're ready, willing, and able to, they will. So fewer people are going to get off your email list. If you've had an email list that you've ignored, it might take about a month of weekly emails before you start to see the unsubscribes tamp down. If you pivot your business, the same thing. In fact, if you're pivoting your business, I would give yourself up to a whole business quarter of like losing people on social. If you have a YouTube channel, you might lose a few people. Your email list is probably where you're going to leak people the most, but that's okay. It's sort of like debriding off dead skin so that the rest of the wound can heal. Kind of I know it's a little gross, but that's what I teach people. Hey, Anise, what's going on? #live. Ruth says, I'll definitely be going back and listening to the whole thing again over the next few days, because now I missed some value because I was getting my feet under me for creating content. Hey, you know what? You get better at doing the thing by doing the thing. You're going to be fine, Miss Ruth. Lynn says, my plan is to now use this time to view all your shorts and long form content. Thank you very much. Valley Smithy says, Tool Tuesday has been interesting. I'm seeing new people. Between your smithy business and your farm and your organic produce, Michael, I think that no matter what, good, bad, ugly economy, you are going to have so many people loving up on you, and they're going to buy food, and they're going to buy important gear or get it serviced first. Michael has the potential to, food always, always, always does well. Fine dining restaurants and bars, maybe not as much in a bad economy. But anything else, people are eating for their health. They buy organic produce. They invest into their health. Food is medicine, sort of thing. And people are always fascinated about food. Everybody's a foodie of some form or another. So Michael really has the potential to blow himself up pretty big. And of course, how it's made is stuff that people do love. For Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, we did do in our Facebook group a sneak peek of a product that we're going to be putting out. We had taste testers. We're going to tweak the appearance of the shakes a little bit more. But we know from social listening what our people love. We know not just the demographics, but the psychographics, what they like in brick and mortars, what they like in real life, what they like online. And of course, utterly predictable. They freaked out with the email. They're very interested in what we showed them in the Facebook group. People want to buy it already. And it's cool. I love when you know, like, and trust your audience enough and you enough that when you introduce something, they're just like, take my money. I want it. I can't wait. All of you deserve to have a following like that. And especially with something like Funnel Dynasty, it is a systematic blueprint and a framework to get you from feeling like you're throwing spaghetti against the wall, not understanding why you have to do the type of content that you do at the frequency that you do, and then it's more than one type of content and more than one type of call to action. Our 7-fold superstructure is gold. It will bring in conversions. It absolutely, no one's a guarantor of an outcome, but really it will bring in conversions of all kinds. And you all deserve that success. So I look forward to working with some of you more in the future, more with the one-on group coaching and Funnel Dynasty. And of course, the popularity plan is a crowd favorite. So we're going to be coming out with new ones every month of the year. With lots of 100 or more graphics in it alone. It's a deal at that price point just for the graphics. And of course, my videos here and the shorts, that's going to help you. We're looking at influencer content marketing, what they can do organically without ad spend, without commercials. In most cases, it's just free hustling or what they're doing, like with the most recent long form video that I dropped. What they're doing is very old school and does not have to, for most of us, cost very much money and maybe a write off against income. And it works. And I show you the different layers of why what KSI and Logan Paul, of all people, are doing to blow Prime Hydration up and make it the fastest growing sports drink in history. And they were going up against a juggernaut, Gatorade, that owns 46% of that sports drink category. And Gatorade is already losing market share to them, and it's less than a year. So let's see, Valley Smithy. Lynn Pool's asking, do you ship? And Valley Smithy says, we do ship. Yep. Very smart, very wise. They do ship. All right. So definitely this isn't the end. It's just the end of the challenge, but it isn't the end of what goodness you can get out of the Stacey Storino channel. Again, there will be one grand prize winner, and that grand prize winner is going to get free entry into Funnel Dynasty. Otherwise, there's a 12 pay if you need it, or you do save a bit of money if you buy it up front. So go to funneldynasty.com. The link is always in the show notes down below. It's in the chat. There may be a runner-up. I might give them a free popularity plan pack because there's a couple of people that are really making this decision hard for me. Valley Smithy says, I'm very excited to get started with you. I just submitted the infinite. Oh, good. Like, all right. Well, I'm going to lie down for a little bit and then I'll check. And, if, I'll get you into the group when that's appropriate and all that. That's cool. You should be getting an email from me, all that goodness. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.